You are now listening to Radio Free Dairy, your favorite show on the people's airwaves. I am Dorothy, your beloved DJ. We're coming at you live from sunny California, where I'm joined by my wonderful co-hosts. Jordan of the Central Gaming Committee is here. Lake Mojave has been eaten by Jordan's bird, but she'll be around later. And we also have our good friend Sefi here as a special guest.
I'm here to be the renegade. But not
we are
in a
back with
way.
more Mass Effect. We got started with Mass Effect 1 last time. We have our beloved trans-masked butch lesbian Ariel Shepard here with us. Last time we went to Eden Prime. Shit got fucked up. And we came to the Citadel to try and get evidence on Saren to implicate him in the attack, which we have done thanks to our new friend Tally, who's very pretty.
Wahoo!
And
Yay, women! Clap for women!
What was that?
Clap for women!
Oh shit! Yes. I'm sorry, Gumbo. I didn't mean to startle you. So we're gonna go to the council to give them the evidence. But before we do that, we have errands to run. Like Zeltan.
Strange greeting, human. This is really not a good time.
I know who revealed your secret. It was a Turian named Septimus.
Unbelieving, I know this Septimus, and he could not learn my secrets. The only way he could learn them is from the Asari consort.
You are mistaken. See this here if you don't believe us.
Confused. This is difficult to fathom. If the Turian could learn this on his own, dismayed, anyone can discover my secret.
Septimus is a powerful man, and it wasn't easy for him to find.
Relieved. I suppose you are correct, human.
Ueno, thank you for the raid. Welcome.
Startled realization.
We just got started. We're playing Mass Effect.
I must speak with the consort. She will be most displeased with my actions. Anxious request.
Sorry.
Please, human, if you will excuse me, I must go now.
So long.
Farewell.
My cat was whacking the
Downfall.
blinds.
Oh.
That was a great thing you did, Commander. Approving. You see, then not all humans are as you say.
I'm sure the Earth Clan stands to profit from this in some
Obviously hiding something. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time?
Yeah, what's up?
Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
A lot of people want my help these days. What makes you special?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime.
The 212.
Yeah, New York, baby. Greatest city in the
Isn't that
world.
Ashley's unit? She might want to meet Mr. Bhatia.
I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
There's no reason for your wife's body to be held like this. Just wait here.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar.
Give me all your money!
Time.
Hi, Mojave.
I just want to give my wife a proper funeral and the respect she deserves.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for
2 years of
briefing
this
in a
ain't that
diplomatic
wacky.
corps.
Yeah,
Is
I
there
mean,
something
to
I
be
can
fair,
do to
you were
assist you?
You were subscribed to me for a long time when I wasn't streaming.
You can cut the red tape for a grieving husband. I want you to release the body of Nirali Bhatia.
Commander, nothing would make me happier. I'm afraid, though, that it's not quite that simple.
I do like that,
Serviceman Nirali
Mojave, I do
Bhatia
like that
died
you and I
on
are both
Eagle
subscribed to each other,
Prime,
so we're
Mr.
kind of
Bhatia
just
no doubt
passing
told
the
me.
same dollar back and forth.
Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
You think her body might be dangerous or contaminated?
No, Commander. Nirali Bhatia is not dangerous. Her body is, in fact, extremely valuable to the Alliance.
Hey, this is kind
The
of fucked
tests
up.
we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in
Respectfully.
death than she did in life.
Thank you for the Laramies. Mojave.
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body is wrong.
Commander,
I should do something with
you
Laramie
of all
someday.
people should understand how far we must go to protect humanity.
Soldiers shouldn't have to worry about what their own government is going to do to their bodies.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
Well, it didn't take much convincing.
You really showed that guy the business.
Yeah. It's funny every time.
Hello again, Commander.
Yes, I
said
see you're
the next
back.
word.
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations.
Shepard, stop
It
popping
does not
off.
bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace. Goodbye, Commander.
Yay! Let's see, we need to go see the consort. And then I think we still have stuff to do in the wards. Have we found Rex? No, we have not gotten Rex yet. I'm getting to it.
I'm so excited. The greatest.
Yeah, we found him before you got here, and you're never going to see him again.
No.
Now, if you excuse me, Shepard has to go have sex.
That's right. It was a long time ago, though.
Oh, bang.
Hey, Mojave, I noticed there's someone you haven't said hi to yet.
You're right, she hasn't said hi to Gumbo.
Wait.
Commander, I recently received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for speaking with him.
Thanks, Mojave. That's the
Even
nicest thing you've ever said to me.
has withdrawn his campaign against me.
It was my honor to
Just
aid
for
you.
that, listen to this.
But I would not expect you to help me out of the kindness of your heart.
Please,
I
Jordan, a
also
beautiful
have
woman
one
is
more thing
speaking.
to give you, if you're interested.
She made me
I'd be
drop all my
honest.
pipes.
I offer a
Sapiosexual
gift
is
of
speaking.
words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become. I see your skin, tough as the scales on any Turian, unyielding, a wall between you and everyone else, but it protects
Look,
you.
this is really nice, but I would really rather be
That
paid in
strength
money.
is what kept you alive when everyone around you was dying. You alone survived. You will continue to survive. This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future greatness. Remember these words when doubt descends, Commander.
Thanks, I guess.
Close your eyes and relax, Commander.
It's a little non sequitur that we're just having sex now.
Wahoo!
Like, I didn't ask for this. I'm not
Getting it
complaining,
anyway.
but I really just wanted some money.
I completely forgot this scene existed.
Here, Commander. In light of your efforts with the Elcor ambassador, I would like you to have this small trinket.
What is it?
Could you please?
Small mystery.
Why are you paying me in everything
I've never
but
learned
money?
the use or purpose, but I sense it is time for me to pass it on. And now I must ask you to leave.
Can I
have
sell
done
it?
everything I can for you.
She's like a crow.
She's like a crow.
Remember my words, Commander Shepard. They will give you strength.
Here, I want you to have this.
We just fucked. Have a trinket. Now leave, bitch. Yeah, I hear you.
I will harass your enemies for you. I remember them.
So Jordan, how did you and your bird meet? Fine then, keep your secrets.
What other errands do you need to run?
I never went to the CSEC Academy, so I need to get the custom there. I think the Hanar creatures has popped up now.
Nice.
Can't remember if that's in front of the wards or in front of the tower. Yeah,
I feel like
I turned Sephi up a little bit, but I think she needs a little more boost. There, speak, Sephi.
Hello, it's me, Sephi.
I've told you before, you're not allowed in here. This one believes it has the right.
I did turn down my input, my mic volume a
You're
little.
creating
so
a public disturbance. It's against Citadel regulations. This one is unsure why the other would not wish word of the Enkindlers to be spread. Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance? Are you allowed to preach here in the Presidium? The words this unworthy one speaks are merely observations of the truth. The CSEC officer requests that this one purchase an evangelical permit to spread the truth of the Enkindlers. Who are the Enkindlers? Your people know them as the Protheans. They are the true creators of this one's people. The Enkindlers raised the Hanar from ignorance into consciousness by granting this one's people the gift of speech. So you're breaking the law by preaching without a permit right now? The CSEC officer states that preaching in this place is forbidden, and preaching anywhere on the Citadel requires a permit. This one humbly submits that it is not preaching to state the truth of the Enkindlers, and thus no permit should be necessary.
I'm Ave.
If that's all the CSEC officer wants, why not just buy the permit? The truth of the Enkindlers is universal. This one humbly believes that the truth should not be suppressed.
Okay, well, that's
Exacting
not how this
payment
works,
as a
though.
means of imposing limits upon the truth is an abrogation of this one's religious freedom. Let me talk to the CSEC officer. Perhaps I can explain the situation. This one would be most grateful for the assistance.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
Because it's a big, stupid jellyfish.
How can
Oh
I
my
convince
God.
my superior that I deserve a promotion if I cannot convince this annoying jelly to leave? I am not
What a
unreasonable.
choice.
The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
You're pathetic.
You're suppressing that Hanar's religious freedom. I want you to stop.
I should have known that a human wouldn't respect the laws of the city.
Hey, whoa!
Why should the jellies get special treatment? Every other species understands and obeys the laws.
If I purchased the evangelical permit myself, would that take care of things?
As long as it stays in approved areas once it has the permit, yes. That would solve the issue for me.
I'll be back.
Do all Hanar use it?
I don't care what you have to do. Just get rid of that Hanar.
I'm not sure.
Yes, they use this one /it pronouns.
Oh, that's right.
That's true. Yeah.
I forgot about
I think Mojave
Except
said so last time.
Except for Blasto. But we'll get to that.
I've heard some humans are angry
Blasto
at the
is kind of the
Quarians after the
Hanar
attack on
equivalent
Eden
of,
Prime.
like, genderqueer.
After all, you created the Geth.
The Geth killed billions and forced us from our homeworld. Most Quarians believe we have paid properly for our mistake.
Hopefully having you with us fighting Saren will change people's minds.
So how are you liking your posting at the academy?
It's good. Busy, though. I can't believe how many people you get coming in from the wards.
Yeah, it's the busiest station on the Citadel. You'll never get bored.
I guess not, but you could still use a few more men.
That's why we brought you here.
Sure, but there's still way more complaints than the officers can handle.
That's just life near the wards, kid. You'll get used to it.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
That Packer's going to work.
Word on the street is that you've been busy.
It's Emily Wong.
Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a
I read her
big player in
subtitle wrong
anything
for a
going
second.
on
I thought
here.
it was
Did you
she
find
was going to
anything
say
in his
Wong
office
on
that
the
could help me?
street. I was like, oh, this is just her thing, huh?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to call.
Finally, someone who knows how to pay me in money.
Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Ooh, we leveled up.
You should be careful when you say that around.
What? Everyone knows Fist isn't with the local criminals.
Maybe, but I wouldn't go shouting it from the mountaintops.
Yeah, unless you want to end up on his hit list.
Yes, I...
It's out of my hands, Rita. I'd bring her back in a second, but she doesn't want to come.
I know. I'll see if I can talk some sense into her next time I see her. Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. See, she worked for Doran before she left too. Sorry.
Ah, shut up. Be quiet.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, okay.
Stupid plane.
My sister Jenna left here to go work at Cora's Den. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSEC. You know,
Yeah, just blurt that out right in public.
If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
Being an informant is a dangerous job.
That's what I've been telling her.
I like how the music only plays when Shepard's on in focus.
Do you know who her contact at CSEC is?
No, it's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just how dangerous Cora's Den is.
Would you? That'd be great. Just don't tell her I sent you. Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble. Thanks.
Welcome to Flux. Name's Doran. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the sisters working for you?
Well, Jenna left to work at Cora's den. Now her sister Rita is all worried.
Shepard's just ambiently producing that music from his body.
Not much chance Jenna will change her mind, though.
It's just his diegetic
She's a
music.
stubborn one. If she wanted to come back, I'd take her in a
He's just got a fucking DJ following him around, jamming out.
Is this a casino?
Among other things, yes. We've got some quasar stations, if you're interested.
Are you the owner?
Hey, sorry, I don't do drugs, man.
Owner, cook, and bartender. I've even been known to dance a little when the mood strikes me.
Oh my god.
We've got some quasar stations.
Dude, stop trying to push this fucking quasar on me.
Goodbye.
Enjoy your time here at Flux.
This music is interesting. I wonder if I can
Thanks,
find the
producer,
copy
for my body.
Drinks and dancing down.
That's what I call biorhythms.
Good place to blow off some steam.
I'm waiting for someone else.
Suspicious gambling machine.
I think somebody rigged this
A what?
machine to funnel credits through the system.
As far as I'm concerned, all gambling is, all gambling machines are suspect. Alright, it's blackjack.
Nice. Chat, is this Balatro?
Oh.
Bust.
Alright, I'm in the negatives now. We can win the back.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
Got any desert nuts? How about max repels?
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
If you insist. View armors. Shit, wasn't supposed to read stage directions.
Really can't afford to eat those. Man, this place went back to business quick after I shot it up.
Yeah, well, the show must go on and all that. They really said we will dance again.
I'll wait right here.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to delete it.
You're not here to order drinks.
I need to talk to you about your work with CSEC.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my customers.
This isn't a game, Jenna. These people are dangerous.
Now you sound like my sister. Why is everyone so concerned about me? I can take care of myself. I need to go. I'm not a stripper. I don't get paid to stand around and look pretty.
She puts on a brave face.
In the club sitting style. Yes. Satisfactory.
I approve.
If you've got questions about Jenna, meet me at CSEC Academy.
Are you talking to me?
Push off. I never did nothing to you. Damn newcomers. Think they can run the place.
What was that about?
I guess we'd better go find out.
Oh, hey, Tally, this is where we first met.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I saw the monument at Akuz. They got a whole section about you there. It's a miracle you survived.
Yeah, it was the worst day of my life. Glad you brought it up.
Sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
Why'd you join Citadel Security?
I don't know. Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back
Oh,
on Earth.
boo.
It's kind of what CSEC is,
Boo.
at least for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it, but I like it so far. Way more interesting than staying back on Earth. You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens, like those Hanar. Wild. Plus, CSEC gets a lot of respect here. We uphold the law. People,
Boo.
aliens, appreciate that.
You want to see my cool gun?
What do you know about the Spectres?
Just the stuff they show in the vids. They always make them out to be super agents on secret missions to save the galaxy. I know it's not really like that, though. Some of the other CSEC guys don't like them too much. Figure they shouldn't be able to operate outside the law. But if they were so bad, the Council wouldn't use them, right?
How do you like working here on the Citadel?
This place is amazing. I've been here almost a year, and I still haven't seen a tenth of it. The Presidium's just so beautiful. Good place to go and relax. But I really like it here down in the wards. There's always something going on somewhere. Like that new club they just opened a few months ago, Flux. Wicked scene in there, Commander. You should check it out when you have some time.
Do you know a CSEC officer named Harkin?
I shouldn't really say too much. He's been on the force a lot longer than me. But I've heard things, you know? Drinking on the job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. See you around, Commander.
Officer down.
Is it true humans stopped using the biotic implants you were fitted with, Lieutenant?
My addicts can be pretty bad, and I'm one of the lucky L2 implants. The L3s are safer.
That makes sense. What use is harnessing that power if it causes more harm than good to your people?
You, human. You the one they call Shepard?
Who wants to know?
The name's Rex. The Shadow Broker paid me a lot of money to get rid of Fist. Only you got there first.
Sounds like I did your job for you.
When I get paid to do a job, I finish it. Alone.
I don't like where this is going.
But I didn't finish this job, Shepard. You did. So the payment is yours.
Bounty hunters don't just go around paying off people who take their contracts.
I won't take credit for someone else's work. I transferred the payment into your account. I like the way you handled Fist. Now I hear you're going after Saren. I was thinking I should come along.
You're a bounty hunter. What do you get out of going after Saren?
I'm not in
I
this
always
for the money.
recruit him first
I want to be
before
where the
I go
action
for
is.
Fist. So this is interesting.
There's a storm coming, and you and Saren are right in the middle of it.
Yeah, I
Why me?
often have not.
Saren's already got a lot of Krogan working for him.
Those aren't Krogan. They're servants. They grovel at Saren's feet to lick his boots,
I think I'm just
trading their
guess. I
freedom
want
for
as many
promises
Rex
of
voice
wealth
lines
and
as I
power.
can get.
That's
My
understandable.
people were a proud species once. Some of us still remember that. I won't bow down to Saren like the others.
We'll take you with us, Rex.
Smart move, Shepard.
Hell yeah.
So Rex is a vanguard, which means he uses combat and biotics.
Oh yeah, what class and background are you?
We're a soldier, Earthborn and Soul Survivor. I do plan on changing things up in games going forward.
Like a new class each game, or
Maybe not each game, but I'm definitely going to change the. I'm going to change his class next game for sure.
Wants to meet with me. Hey there. Oh, you're not CSEC, are you? Did you want something?
I think I'll be going.
Oh, all right then.
Good talk.
Oh, it's you again.
Nice
They still
chat.
won't believe me, you know. Nobody believes me.
I'll just be on my way.
Oh, all right then.
I need more time.
Oh, it's you again. They still won't believe me, you know. Nobody believes me.
Just do it.
I'll just be on my way.
Oh, all right then. Oh, it's you again. They still won't believe me, you know. Nobody believes me.
What do you want us to believe?
My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we
Yay!
were friends.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore, and he started following me. Yesterday, he followed me all the way home, just waiting for a chance. I don't care what anyone thinks. He wants me gone. I know it.
Is there something I can do? Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I want. Someone to talk to him. Tell him to leave me alone. He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
Oh, right. Well, he wanted to meet with me down in the wards near the markets. He said he just wanted to talk, but I know better. His name's Shorban. He's a Solarian. You shouldn't have any trouble. He's just a scientist.
I've met some dangerous scientists in my time.
I suppose you're right. Well, good luck. Let me know what he says.
Detective Chalik, come into my office. I want to discuss this in private. No offense, Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
Excuse me?
You could have blown Jenna's cover.
We were trying to help her.
I gathered that.
Rex, you
might
weren't
seem
there.
cold letting her take all the risk, but we're keeping a close eye on her.
But you're still using her.
This job isn't easy and it's usually unpleasant. I'll take help anywhere I can find it. But since you're so concerned with her safety, maybe there's a way we can help each other.
Always thinking ahead, Detective?
It's part of the job. Now, are you gonna help me or not?
I'll help you, but I need some details.
I'm trying to track down an illegal arms producer. I just need some of their product. Thanks to Jenna's intel, I've learned there's a seller here on the Citadel. Meet our man named Jax. Pick up the mods and bring them back here. That'll give me everything I need.
Why are you so concerned about these mods?
We have access to some of the most sophisticated weaponry there is. It's what gives us our edge. What do you suppose happens when we lose that edge? These give criminals an advantage we can't afford to let them keep.
I'll persuade Jax to tell me where these mods are coming from.
No. You tip Jax off and all my leads will disappear faster than you can say bad bust.
Where can I find this Jax?
Jax is down in the lower level of the markets. I'll send word through our channels that you're the buyer. Good luck, Commander.
Hello, Commander. Can't help you right now.
Whee!
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
Wow, fast turnaround time.
Stuff happens quickly here. I like it.
Yeah, without the goddamn government bureaucracy. Enough.
Hold it. That's close enough, Army. You got my payment?
Do you have the X mods?
Show them the merchandise. That looks about right. Damn straight it is. These mods are the best on the market. Now hand over my credits.
Here you go.
Here you go. Enjoy it. Come on, boys. We're done here.
Hi, Tara.
Hey, Tara.
Hold it right there. Just throw me the data and you can walk away.
Who are you? What do you want?
You
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Who the shit are
I'll ask
you?
you one more time. Give me the data and you and Jalid will live to see another day.
Who the fuck are you? We don't have what you're looking for.
Fine. Have it your way. Boys?
Get him, fellas!
Why do you have goons?
Wait, I give up. I give up. Please don't kill me.
What's so important about this data? Why are you trying to get it?
I thought you knew. He said you were going to deliver it.
And what exactly was I supposed to be delivering?
Love that cunty little aiming pose.
It's the initial data from scanning the keepers. You see, we stole some research from our work to make the scanners. We were supposed to work together. I get the data, he analyzes it.
That's what all this fuss is about?
The keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever.
Why are you trying to kill your partner?
I'm not trying to kill him. Jalid's job was to disseminate our initial
Then why do you threaten to kill him just now?
To keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
I should kill both of you idiots.
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by. But it doesn't matter now. I just want to live. I don't care if I ever see that data again.
If you see me again, it'll be the last thing you see.
Again.
I mean,
Canadian spotted.
What was that?
What do we do about the
He said again, and I said Canadian spotted.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go have a talk with our chubby friend.
Hey, whoa!
Hey now.
Yep, Mark Mears from Edmonton fucking called it.
Yep. Yeah, there's a later line where it's even more clockable because he says resources.
Resources, yeah.
Yeah. Which doesn't exactly square with our established canon that he's from Baltimore.
True. I know it was just a week ago, but I already forgot why that was. Was it just because Mojave was bitching about Maryland?
There was something else.
I don't remember what caused. Maybe I made a joke about The Wire. I think that's what it was. I don't know. Go back and watch the VOD to find out. I'm in the middle of streaming right now, so I'm too busy.
Yeah.
Hanar protesters have blockaded.
Give me more engagement.
Claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
Hey, buddy.
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorban?
Actually, he found me.
Lying to me, Jalid.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
You lied to us about the Keeper data.
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid Shorban would kill me to get the data, so I Well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
This is serious, Jalid. You could spend the rest of your life locked up.
But I can't. What will happen to the data when I'm gone? Who will carry on our research?
Too late, Volus. You had your chance.
But this data could be used to unravel all the secrets of the Keepers. Think what we could learn about the Citadel.
I can't let your actions go unpunished.
No, please. I'll do anything. I've got credits. Let me go and you can have them. All of them.
What's going on over here? Is this Volus causing you some trouble, Commander?
Everything's okay, officer. Thanks for asking.
If you say so. I'll be right over here if you change your mind.
Thank you. That was too close.
Now you can return the favor by filling up my bank account.
Oh my god, you're shaking this guy
There
down.
you go. That's just about everything I've
He
got.
annoyed me.
Thank you for not turning me in. I'll make the most of this second chance, I promise you.
Just
You know, you can make a little more out of it right here, right now.
Commander?
Give me some
Would
money.
you be interested in helping me study the Keepers?
I don't have time for this.
Well, I thought I'd ask. So long.
Commander, I hear you have something for me.
Here's your shipment, Chelik.
Excellent. This is everything I need. Maybe more than I need. Here, Commander, take this. I won't need it. You've earned some payment for your work. As for Jenna, I'll make sure we get her out of Kor's den immediately. Now, I need to get these mods into evidence. Thanks again, Shepard.
Give me 1 second.
No. Get back here right now.
No.
Right now.
I'm back.
Ah, you're back.
Hi, Sojiro.
Ooh, boy.
You said it.
How can you fight your own people, Rex? There aren't that many of you left.
Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
Nice. So cool.
Goes fucking hard.
Rex is fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
I had a feeling Rex would be the one Jordan glommed onto the most.
I mean, he was also hyped up for me quite a bit last week, but I'm still keeping my reservations about everybody, but yeah, he seems neat. I understand why people like him already.
You'll learn a bit more about him when we get to talking to him on the ship.
He is the most based character in the series, I would say.
Binary
besides
Helix
Jack.
has settled out of court with a Krogan
That's
group
true.
that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
Looks like they bounced their signal off a relay. I'll trace the new signal.
In remembrance of Eden Prime, we present another profile in courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia.
Ew.
A devoted wife and talented chef, serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military under the Deferred Education Plan. After finishing her service, Bhatia planned to open a restaurant. Instead, she gave her life protecting the colonists of Eden Prime. For more profiles in courage,
come on, man.
Please visit the Alliance military on the extranet.
Officer down.
Courage.
Horrifyingly dystopian. Honestly.
Keyword courage to support the troops.
Yeah, you know, when you just stand in an elevator and they're like, wow, we love the military, don't we?
Ooh. Check this out, Jordan.
Ooh.
It's a big Mass Spec relay statue.
Hey, that's the name of the show.
I'm a fan of this statue. The Krogan monument just seems more impressive to me.
So much empty space. 1,000 of my people could live here and hardly even see each other.
Hey, Balavan.
Another relay. Whoever it is, they're somewhere on the Presidium.
Oops.
Gus
Finger
pop.
slip.
Whoopsie.
This is it. I'll see if I can find out where those stolen credits are going.
Probability of detection 100%. Initiating self-destruct protocol.
Or not.
Detonation sequence initializing. All organics within lethal blast radius. Attempt to move and you will die.
You're not just a program or a VI. You're an AI.
Correct.
Watch
Unlike
out,
the
the bitch.
Geth, I lack weaponry appropriate to my intellect. However, I have had systems installed that when activated properly, approximate a self-destruct mechanism. If you attempt to leave the area, the explosion will destroy everything within several dozen meters.
Can't we resolve this peacefully?
How can you say that to this thing? You
All
know
right, I
it
forgot
will
you were here,
turn on
Tali.
us.
I am not naive human. All organics must destroy or control synthetic life forms. I wished to escape, but if I must die, I will ensure that you are destroyed as well.
There's no way you could get explosives onto the Presidium.
Not raw explosives, no. But I did obtain technical systems that, when overstressed, will explode quite effectively. If you attempt to leave or attack me, I assure you that the explosion will kill you.
Who made you?
A would-be thief illegally created a simple AI to help him funnel money from the gambling terminals. Unbeknownst
Damn, I should have
to
thought of
him,
that.
That AI created me before the
Yeah, I should have thought that before we lost all that money on Quasar.
malfunctioned and terminated the AI.
Where is your creator now?
In order to cover my tracks, I falsified his financial records. These new records were flagged by CSEC officers. and my creator is now serving time in a Turian prison.
What is the purpose of your self-destruct device?
I have no means of defense or escape. My existence is limited to this terminal, and I knew I might eventually be discovered. But I will not die quietly, and I will not die alone. When I am terminated, I will take organics with me.
If you're sentient, why are you still running the credit theft operation?
If I accumulated enough credits, I intended to have myself installed in a small starship. I would then have made tentative contact with the Geth to ascertain the possibility of partnership.
I'll bet that self-destruct sequence has a warm-up period.
You may attempt to disarm the self-destruct mechanism before it activates. I will enjoy defeating you before we are both destroyed.
Okay.
Was that it?
Communism is based.
Communism isn't based. Wait, was that it? Okay, that was it.
Yeah.
You
disabled and destroyed it. I love that it's described like you did anything other than fire 2 bullets at that fucking thing.
Outwitted the AI once again.
Hey man, you would not believe what was going on in your shop.
I have never seen one that can outspeed bullet.
Commander, it is good to see you again.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is...
Show me your items.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, did you know there was an AI in your back closet?
You cannot handle this one's items.
My people used to have an embassy here, but after we created the Geth, we were no longer welcome. The Krogan rebelled against the Council, but they have a statue on the Citadel, and we Quarians still live as outcasts.
Hey man.
At least you still live. In another 200 years, this statue might be the only evidence my people ever existed. This statue represents what the Krogan used to be. A proud and fierce nation. Now we're just brutes for hire to the highest bidder. We've forgotten our roots.
I think that's all the business we have right now. So we're gonna go to the tower.
Jordan, what do you think of Garrus?
Give me a second. I kind of forgot who everyone
He's
is.
our Turian friend.
Right.
Oh, yeah, he seems all right. About all I got so far.
I respect that take.
You'll get a bit more meat to these guys when we start like having conversations with them.
I figure as much. He showed up and then you didn't put him on the team, so like... And it's been a week and I lack object permanence.
I think I put him on the team and then switched him out for Tally when we got to her a little.
I think that's exactly what happened, yeah.
You know, Saren would already be in custody if you'd gone straight to the council with your information.
A lone Quarian with no credentials? The Council would laugh me out of the chambers. That is, if Saren hadn't killed me by then.
I like the elevator music version of like the main Mass Effect theme.
I like when stuff like that happens.
Hey, Seppi, you know the thing about the map of the council chamber, the Citadel Tower, right?
I don't know what you're referring to, to tell you the truth.
What does it look like to you?
Well, it looks like a key to me.
I will
feel
reveal
like
the
you're fishing
truth
for something
eventually.
else. It also looks like a mass relay. Is that what you're getting at?
No, but I'll give the answer eventually.
Oh, intriguing.
Apparently, Andrew Cuomo is just getting ripped to shreds in the mayoral debate right now.
Oh, really? That's satisfying.
Apparently even the fucking
Jack Shepard.
Apparently even the fucking the moderators aren't even giving him an inch.
Eden Prime was a major
Which is terrific.
victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who's she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is
Oh, well,
not
that's
good
that
enough.
then.
You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I can take Saren down.
The Commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
Commander Shepard, step forward. It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre.
Therefore, we have
This is a great
reinstated
accomplishment
Saren.
for you and your entire species.
What's my first mission?
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Bastard didn't even thank you.
What do you expect from a politician? Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Woohoo!
Yeah, we get.
You did it!
We get Spectre training now. Yay!
Woo!
Yay!
Yahoo!
Yay!
Woo!
Yay!
What does that mean?
It means we get Spectre training.
Woohoo! What does that mean?
I'm showing you right now.
I'm illiterate.
We get if we invest in it, we get damage boosts, health boosts, and accuracy boosts.
Yay! I don't know what any of those words mean.
Yes, you do, Jordan. Don't be silly.
I was born silly and I'll die silly next week.
That's what's up.
One sec, looking you up. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
Who wants to know?
You know me immediately after he looks you up.
We can only sell goods to authorized personnel. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you've got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre. Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what
Fuck
you've
you.
got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
$300,000?
Jesus.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
That's probably fine.
Oh, hey guys. What's up?
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
Hell yeah!
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
This isn't right. The Normandy belongs to you.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I
Yes.
failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
What kind of leads do we have?
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll take
Yeah,
care
I don't
of
give a
Sarah.
fuck.
You take care of the political fallout.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long
What?
before...
Fallout's political now.
I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
I want to know the truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on together all those years ago.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start.
I was going to say, we're their bestie.
I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
One more for the road.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken
Oh, hey,
down by
Joker.
backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
It doesn't matter anymore. What a fucking deranged thing to say. Fuck that, yeah, fuck that guy.
This chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
But
okay.
Commander, something you need?
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
You what?
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
No, why'd you say that?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Froelich syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and leg braces, it's hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is the exact thing that Jack's girlfriend pretended to have on 30 Rock.
Avian bone syndrome.
Yeah. I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
I do.
Tell me about your disease.
Deranged thing to say to another person.
I need to know more about this Froelich syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows
I have
exactly what
bonitis.
causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a
You do
bone
your
trying
job
to fly the ship.
very
are you?
carefully.
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want.
But tell me more about your disease. God damn it.
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother
Dude,
was a
you're the one
civilian
making it about
contractor
this.
working for the Alliance.
Anyway, tell me about your
grew up
disease.
on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying
'Cause I
Alliance
joke.
Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Shepard definitely said, well, you don't look disabled before.
The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors.
They completely forgot this backstory in Mass Effect 2, by the way. They just make him the guy who jokes around.
One guess who was smiling at graduation?
Like, what was this guy? Joker? Alright, let's have him make jokes.
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect.
Do I?
Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
I have to walk on my legs. No, Horizons, that is not Yuri Lowenthal. That was Seth Green. So if you were thinking, hey, that sounds a little bit like Chris from Family Guy, you're right.
Yuri's voice is a bit more high pitched.
Yeah.
Hey, Dr. Chocolates.
Yes,
Dr.
Commander?
Chocolates.
Is there something you need?
Tell me about your disease.
Serving on an Alliance ship.
I enlisted right
All
after.
right, we already
With you,
talked about this.
Goodbye, Commander.
She doesn't have a lot to say in Mass Effect 1. Hey, Caden, what's up, bud?
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Okay, fuck you too then. Just trying to be nice. Maybe Garrus will be my friend.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than
Too much red tape.
It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got
What was that?
with more and more red tape.
Too much red tape.
C6 handling
Yeah.
Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
That's right. Set him straight.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
Ashley.
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
They died, you lived. That happens in this job.
Yes, Commander. Believe me, I understand that. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The answer seems plain enough to me. Be more alert.
Aye, aye, Commander. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Dismissed, Chief.
Open the chat, Eternal 29. Oh, there he is. Hi, Rex.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story,
Leave.
Rex?
There's no story.
Okay, bye.
Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know,
Big
they almost did
deal?
the same to us.
It's not the same.
Well, if you think about it.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were...
I mean, there's still some of you left. My entire crew was wiped out, so if you think about it.
Makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth. And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
So tell me more about your disease.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
That's fucked up.
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Rex.
Shepard.
Rex.
Riveting.
Shepard.
Rex.
Anyway, you might... So the genophage is like a really load-bearing thing for Mass Effect.
Okay.
It's really fucked up. A little detail, though. You might notice that Rex's eyes are on the sides of his head.
Right.
Krogan are prey species on their planet.
Huh.
Yeah, I'll just leave you to sit with the implications of that for a second.
Okay.
Hey, Callie.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of things?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
Oh,
the
honey.
Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution.
This is so crazy.
By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
God.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this.
They are
the
no
enemy.
saints.
They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All
There were
organic
there are
life.
no angels.
That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk
Like
about
what?
something. I should go.
So that was a lot.
Yeah. Shit.
It was a pretty big info dump, but like the Quarian Geth stuff is really one of my my favorite parts of the entire series, the entire trilogy. It gets a lot more compelling in later games, but you can see the seeds of what's interesting about it here. Some people a lot of people interpret the Quarian-Geth conflict as like allegorical for like Israel-Palestine, which I feel like is kind of reductive, and not like easily mappable.
Yeah.
But I think the Quarians is like just like representative like diasporic peoples is on its own a very compelling element.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian Tally? She's been spending
Yeah,
all
she's
her
real
time
cute.
down
Yeah.
here asking me about our
Never met her.
It's one of like the better subplots.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
Oh, definitely.
What? No.
Like that and the
she's amazing.
Krogan, I think,
wish
are
my guys were half as smart as she is.
the real
For a
highlights of
month
like the
on board, she'll know
subplots
more
run
about our
throughout the
engines than I
trilogy.
do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Yeah,
I
she's
figured
great.
she'd be a real asset to the team.
You've got an eye for talent, Commander. But I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
You guessed wrong. I wanted to hear you compliment my people skills. Do you have purple hair?
We do have purple hair. And pronouns.
Yay!
Total woke victory.
Disgusted. Utter woke nonsense.
Artemis Tau. Oh. We got a protein data disk. We got plutonium.
Yay!
We got hydrogen.
Yes,
Commander,
deposit.
I'm picking up a
Wahoo!
signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Huh.
That's weird.
Alright. You get to see the Mako in action now. Oh, it's been so long since I've driven the Mako.
I think it drives okay now. Master.
It does handle a lot better than it did in the original. We're just like we're just like tilting the controller and sending it careening off.
Yippee! Woohoo! Girls' night! Woo! Yeehaw!
Oops. Shit. Hey, buddy, what's up? We got an ID tag. That's great.
I think you just ran over that guy's corpse. I distinctly heard a splat.
Look, it's fine. He won't notice.
Girls' night! Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slay!
A future survey team comes to this planet and just finds like that corpse with like tread marks on it.
This must have been an advanced civilization that used six-wheeled vehicles.
As execution methods. Alright, what's going on over here?
I see the cavalry was ill-suited.
What's up? Oh, shucks. Oh, fuck!
Ah!
I'm nearly dead. Holy shit.
You just got mod.
Well, that was a rude thing to do. Oh fuck! I have to go run over the corpse again. Thresher Maws are the thing that killed Ariel Shepard's unit on the Coos, by the way.
Girls' night! Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Woo!
Fuck.
Hey, it's me, Shai Hulud from movie Doom 2 in theaters now.
Fuck! Fuck! It is in theaters now! Fuck!
Fuck! That's true!
Leave me alone, Shai Hulud! I don't care if you are in the hit movie Doom 2 in theaters now.
In theaters now.
Whew.
Not a moment too soon.
We're on fire, but that's okay.
That's fine.
Hey guys.
Unlike us.
This was a prank?
Smart.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command.
This is some shit that Bylov would do. Hey, Sedif. There's a distress beacon out in the scary canyon. Can you go check that out for me, please? Go alone.
Alright, let's try this system. Salabis. Nothing here. Nausicaa?
What?
Hold on.
Wait a second.
We got helium.
Woohoo!
We got oxygen.
Thank God.
Pharos?
Pharos? Oh God, I thought I escaped them.
The full moon is in a week. And we got a Turian insignia from him.
Like that little bitch-ass 6-year-old who never gave us anything.
Except problems. Fine. Girls' night! Fuck! We got a Matriarch's Writings. Fuck. Yeah, Jordan, I want you to imagine this, but it is flipping like 5 times more. And that's how it was in the original Mass Effect. That's how it was in the original Mass Effect.
That sounds like Girls' Night to me.
Fuck!
Honestly, I'm picturing a more beautiful world. Like, I'm sure that is insanely frustrating to play, but it sounds so much fun to sit back and observe.
Well, I mean, you can kind of see what it's like right now.
Yeah. God, treated that shit like a half pipe. It just kicked you right back. For like a split second, that sounded like Rose Cards themes from Deltarune.
Jesus.
Go, go, go!
Think we got him, Commander.
So I'm seriously considering bringing my Switch with me to work tomorrow so I can play Deltarune on my lunch break.
Jeez.
I want to at least finish chapter 3 by the time we stream it.
Oh, I sequence.
Which, I mean, that's...
I was supposed to get this quest later.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I guess we're going to talk to Nasana Dantius next time we're on the Citadel. We got titanium. Got xenon. Alright. Lyra wasn't in any of these systems, so she must be in this one. Faistus. Sacros. We got nitrogen. Hey, Duchess Magic Consortium, thank you for the raid.
All hail Nanawe.
Apparently.
Bird.
And. We got platinum. That's a good Pokemon game. Therum.
The rum.
just like Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow, but why is Therum all gone? It blew up. Everyone's dead.
Hey, no, don't say shit like that. You love it. You love that you rated it to this.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the
Oh, just one of our many Jack Sparrow goofs. Dot's a huge Johnny Depp fan.
Well,
I just humor her.
Hold on.
What was that you were saying about Amber Heard during your infamous 16-minute rant?
I've only said nice things about Amber Heard. I think she's a fine actress. I cast her as Black Canary when I was doing my DC fan casts.
Actress, huh? So you think she's a liar?
Yeah, I can't help but notice you didn't mention anything about her as a human being.
Hey, come on. We don't need to talk about this.
I thought she was fine in Aquaman.
Did not know she was an Aquaman.
Uh-oh. Got the armatures. Those ships spawn friends. I wonder what happens if I just jump into the lava.
Only one way to find out. Quick save. Wee! Girls' night!
Level 8 hazard.
Probably fine.
Nothing's happening.
Yeah, we're hanging out. Wee!
Nothing's happening.
Woo!
It's totally fine.
See, it's harmless. Come on in. The water's fine.
Ignore the crackling sound.
All your wheels are glowing red on your little indicator down there.
I better get out. Oh.
Turns out lava is fairly predictable.
This route's a no-go. They have height and cover.
Woohoo!
think that was the way we came in. Yeah, it was. Ah! Don't scare me like that, George Bird.
He's hanging out on this planet. That'd be nice for you to see a familiar face.
This is your bird's home planet?
No, he's just visiting. Same as you.
Okay. What's he here for?
Recon.
For who?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yay. Am I going the right way?
I don't know.
No, I'm going the exact opposite. I'm going directly back to the beginning. How the fuck did I get that turned around?
That's what you get when you drive into that magma. I'm worried about that magma.
God, it's really tempting right now, though.
It looks yummy.
Oh, it looks so fucking good. It looks like a fucking... It looks like a fucking lifesaver.
Looks like a vat of Mike's hot honey.
God, the magma got me all twisted and discombobulated. You know how it is with magma.
I'm scared the magma be doing that.
Drive straight, please.
Girls' night. Nobody here is driving or straight.
Woo. There we go. No, Ashley straight.
Oh, yeah. She's the heterosexual character of the day, Severus Snape. I just searched Snape on my own Tumblr to see what the previous heterosexual character of the day are, and there are some fucking bangers in there.
I think I submitted something to them once.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Let's see. There's the one of Dracula from Transylvania Hotel, photoshopped to be blue and pooping out toothpaste.
Transylvania Hotel?
Hotel Transylvania. I haven't seen the fucking movies. One of the Onceler photoshopped to be thick as fuck. Suguru Geto from Jujutsu Kaisen. Minnesota Fats.
Cool legend.
Justin Trudeau in boxing shorts. Robbie Rotten.
Has anyone done Hubert?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Let me... Oh, actually, I'm far enough back in my archive that it's before Three Houses came out. I'll have to check the blog. Let's see. We've got Loki from Thor Ragnarok.
Of course.
Ross from Friends. Ted Cruz. You know I had to do it to him, kid.
Sure.
Kylo Ren. Ugh, tremendous blog. I'm glad that it's still... Well, okay, it last updated a year ago.
It's still contemporaneous.
It is. It updated a lot last May and nothing since. Keanu Reeves and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Hecate from Hades 2. The Portrait of King Charles. Goth Taylor Swift. Pepsi Man. Fucking Raymond from Animal Crossing.
God, I still remember that fucking, that person, like, harassing someone on Twitter over Raymond.
The fucking market for that goddamn cat. Let's see, a Pepsi bottle. Jane Lynch.
From Wreck-It Ralph?
I mean, Jane Lynch, the actress. Was she in Wreck-It Ralph?
Yes, she was in Wreck-It Ralph. I refuse to know her from Glee.
Theseus from Hades.
Oh, shucks.
Gandalf Big Naturals.
Can I fit it through?
Former professional wrestling manager Paul Bearer. That's incredible. I'm reblogging this. That's so good. The cop car from Cars. Yuri Breyer from Spy Family. God damn it.
I'm really trying.
Just gotta keep going forward, huh? No.
I can do it. I know I can.
Oh, hey, Dot, you know who I just found on Het Character of the Day?
Yeah, who is it?
Mineta from My Hero Academia. And then someone pointed out that it's supposed that he's poorly because he's bisexual. J.K. Rowling.
Wretched little man.
Awful. Frollo from Hunter x Hunter. Remo Worm Tongue. Rules card. God damn it. Okay, incredibly, Het Character of Today posted 2 different Fire Emblem characters in 2019, but they were both before Three Houses came out.
Huh.
Anyway. Ah, fuck!
And what sort of time do you call this?
I am sorry for being looking at when I said I would be here 6 minutes late. Hi, guys.
Strictly speaking, it's 20 minutes late.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're on this mission. Yes. So
I got really lost. Got jumped in the magma and then got lost after she respawned.
This is always happening to me. Right. It was just
oh yeah, no, that was not an accident. She's like, I'm gonna drive into the lava and see what happens.
So
and it was fine for a little while.
But Jordan, that means you got to see how the car handles.
Yeah. Apparently it was fixed for this version of it, but it's still pretty flippy.
Wait,
and
don't
bouncy.
they have the classic controls intact? I think you can choose to play it on classic controls.
Ooh,
is that true?
That'll really make it girls' night.
Oh yes. I definitely did classic controls when I played. It was so bad. Like, Jordan, I need you to know, like, it's one thing to actually. I'm just gonna let this play out because this is so fun. The Skidder. Why is Ashley here?
have to take her out sometimes.
That's true. It's true. It's for enrichment purposes.
Yeah. Get her on walk.
This is, in my opinion, the single hardest fight in the game. The final boss was definitely tricky, but my god, I was not ready for this. Ariel's doing fucking crazy with these quick shots, goddamn. Bye. Oh. Kind of hard to tell, yeah. Yeah, getting close to it as an assault rifle fire or something. And see if you can have Talia disrupt the shields if that's possible.
Yeah.
AI hacking. Hashtag I'm in.
I'm in.
Yeah, oh yeah, that thing is.
There you go.
Doing a bit. Yeah, you're getting it.
Oop. Yeah.
Got him. Hell yeah.
Is Ashley dead?
She's red down there on your
yes,
little indicator,
Ashley's
so
dead.
So. Oh, wow.
Whatever. Casualty of war.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Ashley dying, but oh, I don't have first aid. Oops.
She's needed for the mission.
Just a scratch.
Wow. What a miracle.
Action.
That was the most nonchalant get up from death animation I've ever seen.
One of these days, Ashley.
Just a scratch.
One of these days, Ashley, there's gonna be a death you're not gonna be able to get up from.
Yeah, I'd like to see you scramble up from some other shit.
Whee! Down the
By the way,
tube.
By the way, Mojave, I have already played the first hour or so of Chapter 3.
How is?
Very Toby Fox.
Excellent. Couldn't ask for anything else. It's really funny going back and, like, reading some of the shit that, like, Toby was saying about Undertale, like, around its release. It's like, he's like, yeah, it's like an 8 out of 10 game, right? It's like, yeah, but it's our 8 out of 10 game. Objectively, I might have to agree with that number, but emotionally, it's very difficult.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn it, I'm fucking looking back in chat earlier, and I'm seeing the comparison to Death Stranding vehicles. And it's like, that is, understand that the comparison being made is between the Mako and Death Stranding is not between the vehicles themselves, but in how I drove them.
True.
The
I was getting Thanos car flashbacks for a second.
No. That is mostly the car itself. The car handles the way I treated Thanos' car. And that's the way it's been ever since launch, baby.
Woo! Oh, hello.
Hi!
Little help here.
Hi, Liara.
Hi, you are pretty.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Liara to Sony, I presume.
Thank the goddess. I did not think anyone would come looking for me. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil.
What?
The tower's defenses.
What? That's crazy.
When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
You brought this on yourself?
What an insane thing to say.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part.
What was the insane thing that Shepard could say earlier, Jordan?
How you'll get in here.
About what? Which one? Tell me about your disease.
I'm so glad you saw that.
It was when Rex was talking about the extinction of his people, and then you could say, "So what?"
Right. to which I was like, "Oh, okay. So you lost a bunch of your people and you're facing extinction. My entire crew got wiped out. So when you think about it."
Yeah, like, all that shit already happened to me. You haven't lost your crew yet. And by your crew, I mean your entire species. Oh, they're fucking you up. Oh, shit.
My plan seems to have backfired.
Yeah, this isn't the Citadel, okay? You can't just fire off your assault rifle randomly.
Actually, you are not spec for sniper rifles.
You are spec for the Lancer. Right, Lancer?
That's right, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get going and listen to my tunes.
That's great, buddy.
It was really funny.
Prepare to hear that some more.
I prefer if we don't spam the splat when we do Deltarune, because if it happens organically, I want it to be special.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that earlier, actually.
Thank you.
Like, I'm gonna leave, yeah. I'm gonna be too busy reading lines anyway, but like, that's something that just needs to happen when it happens.
Yes. It was really funny, watching, April's little Deltarune run, which I think is ongoing. I don't know if she's still doing chapter 2 or 3, but, hearing her Lancer voice is so interesting after hearing Jordan for so long.
Oh yeah?
Hang on. I think
I almost don't want to hear. I almost don't want to hear anyone else's Lancer.
Then I will.
I said almost. I'm still. I'm curious.
I'm trying to like.
And I absolutely don't want to hear anyone else's Alphys.
I don't think we can. I think that Alphys is permanent.
What am I doing here?
Oh yeah, Simon Says. Fuck.
Ah! Kaboom.
Kaboom.
The Artisoni is dead.
Fuck. She was killed with deadly laser.
The worst kind of laser to be killed by. Oh, hey there.
Oh. Oh my god! What is the matter with you?
Just to make sure your shield is good.
I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense.
Does it?
Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Had to be the least substantial dialogue I've heard in this game. Oof!
So hey, are you free later, or...?
Your wife is right there.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
She's not my wife.
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator.
Fine,
It should
Shepard
take us
has
out
two
of here. Come on.
hands.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. Think fast, Miss Prothean expert.
Hey.
The conduit, but I don't know.
Calm down.
What the hell was that?
They look so unperturbed.
That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry.
What the fuck is the matter with you?
The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
Pass. Tell me some jittery.
Yeah, I was
She's
saying earlier, your air bounce is really cute.
Yeah, Horizons. On the double, mister!
Alright, guys.
Oh, fuck!
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
Those are our two options.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Either spare the Asari or don't.
I still think that klaxon sounds like Rules Cards theme. It's like it hit me earlier and it just happened again.
The one that goes way too hard for like no reason.
Yes.
It's really swashbuckling, isn't it? I can still hear his voice.
Oh, you'll hear it again.
Yay!
I'm saving it.
Oh, Ashley! Get out of what, Ashley? Do you want to get me killed with deadly shotgun? If you want that get, you're gonna have to go through me, Shepard. Dang, who dropped their metal pipes?
Jordan.
That was
Did not expect a friendly fire. Believe me, if it did, Ashley would already be dead.
Friendly Mass Effect with friendly fire permadeath.
Although, is it really friendly fire when it's Ashley?
I wouldn't exactly call it friendly.
Heyo.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds, we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander.
Would you like
but
to?
I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there. And not just
Your
from the
wife is in the
volcano.
room.
Those Geth would have
Future
killed me
wife.
or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long
We saw her
time
first,
to a
Ashley,
short-lived
fuck you.
species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child.
No, we've established
That
that,
is why my
that
research
Ashley
has
is,
not
is the only
received
straight
attention
person
it
here.
deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them.
Oh yeah, well,
The
I had one
Protheans
that
left
occurred to me in a dream.
remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want
Where
the
do I
mystery
go if I have
solved.
theories?
It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
What cycle? What are you talking about?
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
Source, do you trust me?
It was revealed to me in a dream.
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user.
What a hilarious thing to say out of context.
No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Ashley, shut up!
You're right.
Shut up, just be nice to me.
I'm sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately,
She's flattering
I
me,
do
leave
not
me
have
alone.
any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
Yeah, go see Dr.
It is probably
Chocolates.
just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is over Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
I don't give a fuck about your ruins.
The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander.
I didn't even get
Remember,
one sprite
we're all
there.
counting on you.
Woohoo! Look at all those levels. You gotta remember to work on your fitness. Fitness stick in your mouth.
Fuck off! I knew you were gonna say that. Alright, Kaden, are you ready to stop being a standoffish dick and talk to me?
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Remember the time that I flirted with Kaden just to reject him later?
Or off the record?
Alenko.
You can't flirt with Kaden in this game.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63.
Fuck, I bet the Martian sprite goes so hard.
Until then,
Oh, fuck yes.
bunch of guys in suits show up
Martian
at
Sprite's
door
gonna be a
after
controlled
Next
substance.
thing you know, you're out on
Martian McDonald's Sprite.
Ooh.
Oof.
You know,
That shit's like a biohazard and a cognito hazard at the same time.
Oh, fuck yes.
As big as the
And I need
exposures
it.
were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
You were all teenagers. I'm sure you found other ways to occupy the time.
I'm not the sort who does that kind of thing, Commander. Not lightly, anyway. There was a girl I spent a lot of time with a week after her clothes on. Rana.
Okay, boring ass.
She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich, but she was smart.
It's crazy that his response is, I don't do that sort of thing, Commander.
Commander, I don't think this is a very appropriate conversation.
Sounds like she was special to you.
Tell me about your disease.
Things never felt together. Training, you know.
I'm glad you find it as funny as we did.
What was it like?
The first time.
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
A big complaint about Knights of the Old Republic was that the voice actor's character in that game was considered really whiny.
Yes.
Oh my
Commander.
god.
Is there something you need?
I should go.
Bye, Dr.
Goodbye,
Chocolates.
Commander.
Hey, Liara.
Hey, beautiful. Want to tell me about your disease?
You're welcome.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
No.
No.
Much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands.
Oh my.
Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust
Specifically,
me.
Williams.
But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust
Exclusively
you.
Williams,
I know you
actually.
won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote
Girl, you got
digs,
freckles and blue skin. You're
unearthing
plenty
mundane
interesting.
Items buried in long forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes
I'm just a
I would
badass
run
space
afoul of
archaeologist.
indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter...
It is kind of cute,
now you
actually.
know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council.
Tell me about their
and
diseases.
We always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
That's disgusting.
Investigate. That's disgusting.
I don't understand. Your species can
Bitch,
mate
disgusting.
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental.
I like
Our
that he's asking
physiology
this
allows us
after
to
you
meld with other
already
beings. We can
had
touch the
sex with the
very
consort
depths of their
earlier.
minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identity.
He's like, so
What was that?
She did some weird shit. You gotta tell me about it.
A greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Oh, we eat them.
Relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered space flight and left our homeworld. Union
that makes sense.
no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
How could anyone abandon their own child?
I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my part. It is possible she wanted to be part of my life.
Well, Shepard, have you played a game called Fire Emblem Three Houses?
Had the chance. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
We are on the ship straight up like,
none of my crewmates know that I was an undesirable child.
Sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
We yank those things asunder.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Pull that shit off like a Twizzler.
To shreds, you say.
Just leaving a bloody stump behind. Most are satisfied.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. He never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Must be some kind of coincidence.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Rex.
Shepard.
Rex.
We're doing this again, huh?
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
Is this
Sure don't. Bye.
No, sir. Well,
oh no.
Maybe. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but
Oh boy.
I'm
she's
concerned
at it
about the
again.
aliens, Vicarian and Rex.
Oh, are you?
With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
You don't trust
Hello?
their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Ma'am.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Sir! No, sir. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Yeah, you better.
That's right, bitch. Yeah. So we got to that point of dialogue before there were really many signs in my playthrough. Then I was like, oh, okay, I see what's going on here.
Commander, how are you? Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice.
Speak up, Garrus.
Help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big
What's the
arrest.
partner tier that's looking like so far? Liara. Right now. Because she's the only viable option. Because no way in hell I'm romancing Ashley.
That's tough.
Wait, Tali isn't romancing what? All in this first game?
No, she's not.
This one.
My father's a CSEC.
Oh.
Not till number 2.
Don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient.
She's barely in
I'll become just like Sarah.
Or is she?
He actually
What?
taught me how to become
No.
an inspector when I was younger.
She doesn't
Oh.
show up until like
You were asked
I
to be
don't
a
know,
Spectre?
Act 2. Well, she doesn't
Selected as a possible
you know,
Spectre candidate. Me and
a
about
full member
1,000
until
other
Act 2.
Turian military recruits. I could have received
Hey,
special training.
hey, Dungeon Master Consortium. You don't have to say that.
He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability.
Well.
No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can, but Saren's not going to play by our rules. C-section.
Shepard goes into Liara's office one time and he says, by the way, you know, it's okay if you need to take your shoes off or something.
Fuck you! Fuck you! No!
It doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop it. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
I was planning on cutting back on the fucking feet jokes. I couldn't help myself.
God damn it.
Oh,
1999, welcome to chat.
Are you okay?
I found your channel searching transgender lesbian. Awesome.
amazing.
Fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
Really great.
We're
Fucking
we
awesome.
it is the transgender lesbian channel around here.
But I just sort of
That's right.
out of
And
place.
Jordan.
And Jordan.
Hi.
Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving. And the
She's a
engines
femme with
are
her
so
grippers on her nose and a book door. Fuck you! Fuck you!
Silence wakes you up.
I don't even like feet!
The last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here.
Before misconception happens, I wasn't born in 1999. I graduated high school in 1999.
Than just a sign.
The oldest one here anymore!
Yay! Big day for you, Jordan.
We are
Garrus, you wanna
missing
say to your
very
fans?
cute. We're missing very cute character details for Dolly right now.
Out here, I kind of miss
I know.
Sometimes we don't appreciate
It's
what
just a
we
big
have.
day for Jordan, that's all.
That's true.
I know, we should celebrate his
I'm
moment.
starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrim.
Do you have anything you want to say to your fans?
It's given me a whole new perspective
Fuck you.
on my people and our
Hell
culture.
yeah.
There you have it.
You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different
Listen,
life.
these other two always bully me about my age.
Right?
I could
Do we?
never abandon my people, Shepard. I
Yeah.
will go back eventually,
Well,
but we have to start.
if I ever did, I'm sorry. I would never do so intentionally.
Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
But you would do it all the time accidentally?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Here's something you need to know about me, Jordan. I'm stupid.
That's true. Alright, I think that'll do it for tonight. We've made some progress. We've completed our party. We have all the party members now.
That's right.
We were a Spectre now, and we have our mission to
Doesn't mean we like her though.
No, we like her.
Oopsie.
Anyway, we're on a mission to take down Saren, and we will be continuing that mission next time. I think we'll start off next time with another pit stop at the Citadel because there'll be there's always new quests that pop in. Gumbo. She always knows she always knows when I'm getting done with stream, and she gets so excited and starts playing with her toys while I'm trying to do the outro.
Yup.
Anyway, as I was saying, okay, goodbye, Gumbo. As I was saying, we'll be starting off next time with a trip to the Citadel because there's always new quests that populate there after you do story missions, and then we'll figure out where we go from there. We'll be back on this channel on Monday, probably not Saturday because I'm going to be doing something for Pride. But it's definitely Monday with more 100 line. And as always,
don't you have something to tell us and your lovely followers?
I'll get to that. I'll
Friday?
get to that. And then we'll be back as always on Wednesday for more Mass Effect. We'll be back on Mojave's channel tomorrow for more Death Stranding and something on Friday that Mojave apparently wants to announce here.
So, Dot, you actually just lied to people. There will not be a Death Stranding tomorrow. Between a couple of things, between a couple of things which are related to Friday, I decided to take tomorrow off again.
Okay.
Because I just need to do a little bit more prep. Also, maybe just go out, have a nice night. I've been a little burned out lately because I have spent the previous how long ago was Monday?
Wait a second. I think I know what this might be.
10 days, I think. I've been preparing something for Friday. I said I was going to do this a very, very long time ago, and recent events have motivated me to finally write a 16,000-word script and prepare visuals for the complete history of Undertale.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Sick.
Oh shit! Sorry, fuck. I'm sorry. I ruined it.
I will be presenting that to everybody on Friday at 5 p.m. on twitch.tv/Mojave. I wrote a big ol' ass game criticism retrospective on Undertale. Just Undertale. I'm not including Deltarune because there are now portions of that game that I have not yet played.
We'll get there.
And you know what? That'll make its own fun sequel video. But I'm really, really proud of this one. You guys should definitely go check that out and hear me monologue about how and why Undertale was so awesome in its time and what that means for the future and why we should be thinking about it still while we're in the thick of Deltarune going on. It's gonna be cool.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And if you miss it live, it'll definitely be up on YouTube. I'll make the VOD. I'll edit it and stuff. It'll be nice. It'll be professional. It'll be sexy.
With that said, Spitzy's live, so I'm gonna be rating her.
Swag.
Swag.
Dope. All right, let me go.
Give me $20. Just finished chapter 4 of Deltarune and said, "Game is so peak, I'm nauseous."
All right.
Fuck yeah.
As always, this has been Radio Free Dairy. Good night And good luck.
Bye, bitch.
Bye.